I'm so excited to make this. I have the most amazing energy right now because my soul sister Jasmine just stopped by my house and she brought another soul sister who I actually felt really connected to along with her. They were on their way to Mount Shasta for the spring equinox, and sadly I could not go this time. But my house is on the way to Mount Shasta, so I asked them if they could please stop by because I missed my soul sister, and it was so beautiful and I'm just so happy. And then I just posted my light language video and I was hesitating about it because it's very embarrassing and I know a lot of people don't know what it is, and I might look like I'm crazy or on drugs. I don't know what I look like to people that don't understand what it is that I'm doing. Okay, I didn't know if I had lipstick on my teeth. So I want to make a video. I felt very inspired to make a video about how to not care what people think, right? Because I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's kind of just supposed to be like a funny little video, but who knows, you might get something out of it. So first, I just want to start by saying that for me, every time I do something or put something out there that I'm super embarrassed or hesitant to put out at first, like once I do it, I feel so free and so light after, and so I don't know the word, but it feels so good to do that and to just not give a shit what people think. And I think everyone should try. And now I don't want to say that I completely don't care what people think, because I kind of still do care, but like slowly I'm trying to not care what people think. And I think it's very important so you could be true to you and true to your authentic self. Not be afraid to shine your authentic light. And for me, in my case, not be afraid to be weird or different. I just saw 222. So like I said in another video, I forget which one, but growing up, before I was going through a spiritual awakening and before I found out that I was a starseed, I really wanted to fit in. And so I dimmed my light, my inner light that I've gone through hell to find in the darkness, but I dimmed it to fit in, like we all do. Like most starseeds, growing up, we're not the same as everyone around us and we feel different. And so in order to not feel like an outcast, we dim our light to fit in with the rest of society. But after awakening, you realize that you're not here to follow another's footsteps. You're not here to try to be like anyone else. You're here to fully embody everything that is a part of you and your authenticity and being true to yourself. I said that kind of weird. I just saw 333. I knew I was supposed to make this video. I have a weird energy after Jasmine left. Thanks, Jasmine. I like feel so activated and happy, and I'm just so happy and so grateful that I could finally feel free and like post my weird ass videos and really not care what people think. And the beauty of it is, like, before I post it, I'm like, oh my God, no one's gonna comment and I'm gonna just look like a fucking weirdo. And then I'm like, I don't care what happens. I literally even put a little warning sign. I'm like, people might be concerned for my well-being after watching this video. I might sound like a fucking freak. People might think I'm on drugs. Like, they'll probably be wondering, like, what the fuck is up with Melissa? She's speaking in tongues and she looks like she's going crazy. But regardless of all those little thoughts in my head, I posted it, and every time I do that, I get amazing feedback from other souls that speak it, or just people that are so kind and so nice to me after I post these videos. And it makes me like feel so like good, you know, because before I post them, I get scared and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna completely like like probably 200 people are gonna unfollow. Not that I care, but like they're gonna think I'm going crazy. And then I'm just like, I don't care. Like, why would I care? I want to like fully embrace my experience and what I'm going through. And besides that, I truly am excited that I've started speaking light language. Not that I feel more special than anyone else, because everyone can speak this language. Just for me, it's something I heard about and wanted to do. And so when I started randomly like speaking it a few months ago, I was really excited about it, and I want to share it because I've been connecting with so many lovely souls who are speaking it, and it's healing for a lot of people. And I think there's a reason that many of us are starting to channel it, you know? I think it's something the world needs, like these healing frequencies, these healing sound vibrations, and there's a reason for it. So I just want to put it out there. 555. I'm such a weirdo, you guys. Like, I get so excited when I see these numbers. I've been seeing them for a few years now, but every time I see them, I'm still like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm gonna make a funny little video about that too, about angel numbers, but I knew I was supposed to make this video. Anyways, I should have wrote some stuff down, like 5 things to do to not give a shit what people think, but I didn't. I wasn't prepared. I just went into this video like thinking intuitively the right words will come out, which they always do when I make my videos, which is why I only make I can't even talk. Which is why I only make videos when I'm feeling inspired, because then I know the words will just flow right through me effortlessly. But okay, let me just try to see. So in order to not give a shit what people think, what helps me is just whatever you're intimidated about putting out there, you think it will be embarrassing, you think people will judge you, you think you might be defined as crazy, whatever it may be, do it anyways, and you will watch the magic that will happen. You won't get the responses you think you're gonna get. In my case, that's the case for me. I think it's mostly like fear, you know? It's fear that hinders us from fully shining our light, and so we dim it and we're like, oh, I don't want to put my video out. I don't want to look weird. I want to like be seen as a normal person, or whatever you're thinking, right? You dim your light. You can't fully shine your authentic, true, bright, unique, amazing, beautiful light that you've worked for lifetimes to kind of build these special gifts and this special light inside of you and your soul, and like all these things from your past lives, all these beautiful gifts that are inside your soul, if that makes sense. Like, you're here in this lifetime to shine those light. I mean, to shine that gift. Oh my God, I really can't talk. And see, there's another thing, like embarrassed for just little things that you mess up saying in a video. Like, a few months ago, I would have cut those out and been like, oh my God, Melissa, make your video perfect. If you mess up or say something that sounds embarrassing, cut it out. Like, no, I'm a freaking human, right? In this lifetime, I'm a human right now. So, like, humans aren't perfect. And I think, like, the world tries to be so perfect. Like, we all are trying to put on this mask of, oh, I'm a normal person, I'm not weird. Like, I think deep down inside, we're all weird. Like, all of us. We're not normal. Like, I think normal is a misconception. I don't think anyone's normal, whatever you perceive normal to be. Like, I'm a regular human person. I mess up words when I talk. Like, sometimes I spit when I talk. Sometimes I have stuff in my teeth. Like, you know, why be embarrassed for being human? And the more, I just saw 9/11, the more people talk about and are transparent about just simple little embarrassing things that we all try to act like we don't do in front of everyone, but like if we're alone or like with the people that are closest to us, you know, these things come out and we're not embarrassed in front of people that are close to us. But I think we're coming into a time where it's time for us to fully be transparent, fully shine our light authentically, and just be ourselves. Because why why try to fit behind a mask anymore? For who? Who are you doing it for? And is it out of fear or is it out of love? And that's what I've been learning for myself, that caring what other people think is a fear thing. And for me personally, I don't want to operate out of fear anymore. I want to move more into, like, in the new paradigm that we're moving into, the new fifth dimensional consciousness, everything's from your heart and everything's out of love. So the more you want to vibrate on that frequency of love in the fifth dimensional consciousness, you follow your heart and you do things out of love, not fear. The more you operate out of fear, the more you're kind of getting stuck in the third dimensional consciousness, separation consciousness, duality consciousness, and the lower vibrations of fear and, yeah, all those lower vibes. So if if you want to, if you're on the path of awakening and you want to be in fifth dimensional consciousness, you don't want to operate out of fear. You want to operate out of love. And just one really helpful thing for me on my journey is not caring what people think, because then I'm not operating out of fear anymore. And I still do sometimes, and I'm working on that, 11/11. But it's something you just have to try, Be fearless, be brave, be yourself. You don't have to put on a mask for the world anymore. I mean, if it's like for example, if it's on Instagram, it's not like you're ever gonna meet any of these people in person. So who gives a shit if people online judge you? Now, it may be harder if you're like in a large crowd in person. I don't really go around people too much. I'm always at home, and I don't really like being in crowds or whatever. But that's also something I have to work on, because starseeds, light workers, we're here to kind of embody that higher vibration, that higher frequency that we have, and kind of use it to like emit, I don't know if that's the right word, and just send out. Like, so when we walk by people, like in the book Dolores Cannon, The 3 Waves of Volunteers, we could walk through a crowded grocery store and our vibration affects that of others. So it's kind of what we came here to do. I don't like saying that that's what we came here to do, because there's a lot of stuff we came here to do. Transcending the ego, learning to live more from the heart, more from the higher self and not ego. From fear to love, 3D to 5D, fear to love, ego to higher self. When you start to see difference, you could kind of move towards one instead of towards the other. And I know this video was just supposed to be about not giving a shit what people think, but there's so much more in here too. And I knew when I was gonna make this video that some other stuff would come out intuitively, which is what happens. We're all channels. Every person, every soul is a channel, and if you just are in alignment, it makes it a lot easier for you to just channel from your higher self, from source, whatever you would like to call it. When words just flow through you effortlessly and they sound like, oh, that sounded like like something I didn't think about or didn't know was going to come out, like that's usually channeling. And so that's also something I'm learning how to do, is like trust my intuition and learn like when something is my ego / lower self, or when it's my higher self / coming from my heart or whatever. So yeah, so when you don't care what people think, you feel so free. And so for me, if you're nervous about like putting out something, like, and embarrassed that you will be judged or whatever, try to just do an experiment. Say, I don't give a shit what people think. I don't give a shit what random strangers think. And I'm not gonna, base my life in what I want to do off of worrying about what other people think, because this life is for you to live. It's not for you to try to squeeze into this box to be acceptable by society. a lot of us that are awakening right now, we are different, and it's something we gotta embrace. We came here, we never felt understood, but now it's not something that works against us. Now it's something that's going to work for us. Now when we embody that inner light and that those gifts that we came here with, it helps us, you know. And I say that now as opposed to before, because you know, if you're in high school, you don't fit in, you're an outcast, you end up being a loner, you have no friends, it seems like a bad thing to shine your light. But things are changing and the energy's changing fast, and now it's very helpful to stay true to you and to fully embody your light and to shine it however that may be. And what's beautiful is each of us have a unique inner light that nobody can shine in the way that we can, and each and every soul can express their light in such a beautiful way that nobody else can, that you know, the world needs that gift. Then if no one can shine your light the way that you can, the world is missing out on that beautiful light that you're hesitating to put out there because you feel like you would care what people think if you were truly yourself. And that's something you really have to go inside with and ask yourself, why do I care what people think? What am I so afraid of? Am I afraid of judgment? Am I afraid of being made fun of? Am I triggering something from childhood, like being left out or a loner or considered different? Some things you just gotta let go, you know? And the message here is just embrace your unique light. For me personally, it's being a little weird, and I kind of like it now. Like, I always used to be embarrassed of being kind of weird growing up, but I'm really weird and I'm really out there. I love talking about like alien stuff, even though before my awakening I didn't even believe in aliens, but now like I'm learning so much about myself and I'm learning what makes me happy, you know? Like if you're not shining your light and you're not doing things that make you happy because of what other people will think, you are trapping yourself in your own mental prison, you know? And you're not living your life to the fullest. And so it's important to just not care what people think, you know? And so ask yourself that question. If you are caring what people think, which I still do sometimes, you know? But trust me, I have done a lot of work the last few months, like specifically with putting out my light language videos. It's really embarrassing. And I have people on my page that know me personally or have known me in the past, and they probably literally think I have gone crazy. And I don't care. I genuinely don't care. What I care about is my happiness and my inner peace. And if it makes me feel good, I'm doing it, you know? And so I love putting my videos out and just saying like, I don't give a shit what kind of feedback I get back, although it always ends up being good, because it's like the universe rewards you for being brave and true to yourself. And when you do that, you do get good feedback. You will get people saying, wow, thank you so much for being brave enough to do that. It has inspired me to do that too. And that's the whole point. So we can all inspire each other. And what's beautiful is it's like a domino effect. I wasn't just brave on my own. There were people before me. Like, I know a lot of you people will know who I'm talking about, Activation Vibration. If it wasn't for her being brave enough to put her light language videos out, I might have still been like in the light language closet or whatever. And I salute those souls who have been brave enough to do that before me, because it helps inspire me to be brave enough. And then when I do it, it inspires others to be brave enough. And it's a domino effect that is beneficial for all of humanity. And how beautiful is that? And I just feel so happy right now for making this video. It's almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to end the video. But I wish I had more tips about like how to not give a shit what people think. It ended up being kind of like off subject, a lot of things I was talking about, but I think a lot of good things were said, and I hope they were helpful, and thank you for watching if anyone got this far, and I love you guys. Bye.